So kind of learned something right here in a sense. So that's pretty nice. The liner leads to image engraving. That worked out pretty good. The line engraving, depending on the font, will depend on what it will look like. So I really have to learn, like, sorry, let me pause this. Copyright striking my ass. Shit. So this is the fill. This is the engraving. And this is the image engraving. So basically this and this are the same thing. It's just you only get one choice with this, and this one you can change it to fill. With fill, it's more so literally cutting into whatever the product is. So like, if you can see, like, there's like some depth right there. So it's like literally cutting into the product. Whereas the engraving part is, it's kind of just like stenciling it. Like, obviously just lightly carving into it. So like, obviously the fill is a lot. It fills the entire thing versus just outlining it. Yeah, that's really the difference. They're both engraving it. One is just filling it in, obviously, because it's fill, and the other one is just doing a line engraving. So bam, clearly. So yeah, with certain products, so like this is really thin. So I try to fill it, and it didn't work as well as I thought it was going to. I mean, it did. It worked really nice. Obviously, you can see that that's pretty nice. But you can see that it's almost getting to the other side of the paper because this paper is so thin. So what we're going to try next is this thicker one, and to fill that, to see how that works out. Because obviously this is already engraved with something. So I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that, and then you not know that I did it. Because it looks like it came from a store. Bam. Because that's what I'm going to have one day. A store. A gallery. With all my stuff. So yes. Notes. Puzzle. Mini puzzle. The engraving machine. Goggles. I wonder if I can show you what the world looks like through these goggles. Yes. Look at that. This is what I see when I'm looking at the world through these goggles, through the goggles that they gave us, the laser blocking goggles. Isn't that amazing? I wish the whole world would always look like that. A backyard, a fire pit. All right, bye for now. So, hello again, back with the notebook. So again, trying different power levels and different settings. So again, this right here is the line engraving. This is a little bit more power right here. Let me get all right, a little bit better. So as you can see, different settings here with different images and different tries. So one, it has to be a very specific height from the product. Each product is going to have a different height setting. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Each product is going to have a different height setting, definitely, it seems. Or it might be just based on the focal length of your camera. So I have to figure that out. But I definitely figured out that it has to be a certain height from the product or it'll burn. So if you see right here, this is when it was like 2 inches from the leather. And it didn't have enough. Basically, if it's too close, it seems that it doesn't have enough length to get the image out, and it's like the distance is too short, so it ends up just being like a circle for the most part. And then if it's too far, it widens out just the image, I know that you understand what I'm saying. I know that I'm saying that wrong, but just bear with me. It just widens out the image. So you need to have it at a specific distance so we can get the correct depth perception. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. So again, here's line engraving, 40%. Here's line engraving, 60%. Here's the fill. So you see how it's a little bit different, how it kind of like filled it out versus, but also this font was too small. So that's why that didn't work necessarily. So let me go over here. This is the same idea. This is the fill. This is the line, but at a different power level. And then again, the engraving. So we went up here, same idea, just different power levels, but I tried different distances. So this is when it was like, this burn is basically when it was like 2 inches from the actual leather. It got clearer, so you see how much clearer this is? That is when it was maybe like an inch from the product, or from the leather. But also I think that's because this is so thin, that's why I needed to have it at that distance. And then this is the engraving right here at 50%. That came out perfect, and it did it immediately. This is one of my images. It's one of my pen and ink images, so there's a cross hatching in it, but because the image was so small, I don't think that it actually portrayed that onto this. Now, if I did the whole notebook, then it might have done like the cross hatching, like like it's actually in the illustration. This is the fill. So this is back to the fill. A lot better, a lot cleaner. This means live. If you can understand that, then you'll understand it. Just look at your phone. And this is the fill. But again, you see how it's a lot deeper into there, so I put more power into it. And because this is such a thin material, that's why you can kind of see like the page in under it. If it wasn't so thin, then I think that it would have been fine. But that's why we're testing everything. And then here is where we kind of like refined what I was doing. So I think that I should have put a little bit less power onto this, and then it might not have gone too deep into it. And then with this, the font just needs to be different. Like if you're gonna have this font, it needs to be bigger. It needs to be kind of like this font. So only what is it, sans serif fonts when it's really, really small, and then when it's bigger, then you can do serif fonts. If you want to know what the difference is, sans serif is basically, so you see these like little hinges with these little like glyphs, whatever, on the edges of these letters. That's a sans serif letter. And then you see how this is just straight and blocky. I think I got that mixed up. Hold on. Yeah, I got that correct. I'm sorry. Blah blah. So you see these little like, these like at the edges of these letters, the little, like right here, like, that's a sans serif letter. No, darn, that's a serif letter. So that needs to be bigger like this. And then sans serif, which is where it's just like blocky and square, and it doesn't have like the on the side, that can be smaller. Unless it's like a logo, then it seems, because as you can see, it's bigger and it looks a lot cleaner versus this. It doesn't look as clean. So, but also that might be the product and that might be the material. So I have to figure that all out. So that's my test leather first time for today. All right, here's the other side. You can see what I did. Patience.